Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Riverview, where I'm just in the process of completing the oat harvesting contract. The last delivery is here. There's not a lot of excess oats, so unfortunately I'm not going to hang on to any. The harvester is already back at the store, so I'm going to take this fella down there now, and I'm going to complete the contract, return the equipment, jump in the car, drive back to the farm, because I believe there's not a lot else to do right now today. There's no more contracts appeared. I am on the 2nd of January now. Snow started to fall at 5 PM last evening, which stopped me harvesting, so I've had to sleep through the night and I've had to start early today. So I've been harvesting from 6 AM. It is now, well, nearly noon, so I've done 6 hours of harvesting, finished the contract on field 32, and yeah, there's not a lot else to do at the minute. So once we've returned the equipment, Delores can hop in a car, drive back to her own farm. We might skip ahead. We might have to skip ahead to February, I think. I just don't think there's going to be enough. There's going to be any new contracts appearing in January. We're going to need to get the old growth calendar. Field 32 now has a cultivating contract on it for 89,000. Well, we can do that. Do that. To go back to the farm. I'll tell you what, ladies and gents, I'm getting a little bit annoyed with auto drive. But since the last update to auto drive, it's really flipping irritating now that every time you start the game, A, the hood is open on every single vehicle, and B, it doesn't seem to remember any of my settings. Meaning, every time I log in, I have to reset the HUD scale, because it's a tiny little box out, it's on my 4K screen, and I have to set a load of other settings as well, like for example changing the dots so that they are above the vehicles and not on the ground. I have to set that every single time. I don't know why auto drive's changed it and made those things happen in this version. It's very irritating, ladies and gents. I've actually, just before I started recording this video today, I've actually been and posted on their GitHub to say, look, dudes, can you change it back in your next update? We don't want the HUD open by default on every map, every time we load the game or load into multiplayer. We don't want our settings being removed, disabled, destroyed every time we load into the game, and having to, you know, our settings not being retained. And also in multiplayer, why every time you log in on multiplayer does auto drive start in edit mode, so the lines and dots are everywhere? All the players get annoyed by that. Ladies and gents, all the players get absolutely freaking cheesed off with edit mode being on, especially if they're not auto drive users. They haven't really used it in single player and that. They're not really proficient with it, so they don't really know how to interact with auto drive and turn things on and off. For the players that are less experienced, it's really an irritation for them, and having to find out the buttons and the keybinds to turn edit mode off and then turn the HUD off and stuff. Right, have we got a cultivator? I think that's our cultivator. This carrow should work. Let's just check the ooh, fast baler. It's nice. It's only 44 grand. Only 44 grand, ladies and gents, for a fast bale. It's quite useful. Ideal power level. Harvester. Delores is going to need a harvester of her own at some point. Well, I want to spend 158 grand on one now. Bit of GPS. So that's 174,000. Obviously, we don't have a header. There would be nothing stopping me from getting a header. Really ups the price though. We'd be better off keeping it at the 7. Yeah, we don't really need harvester right now. Grass bale though is interesting. I reckon I might get one of those. Could come in very useful, especially if we have any baling and wrapping missions. Would be quite useful to have. But anyway, folks, let's go get cultivating. I'm going to grab the 9 series over here, and we're going to go do the cultivating. Back on field 32. No, not the contract. So at least we get to make a bit more money today, ladies and gentlemen. Double our profits. Following up. Put on the door frame. Right, back to field 32 we go then. What else have I done today that's a little bit interesting? Before I started playing, I've manually updated the NVIDIA DLSS file that the game uses when it's rendering all its graphics and stuff. Because weirdly, despite us having obviously had quite a few updates for the game from Giants, the DLS version that the game still uses is the November 2021 version that NVIDIA released. Okay, and well, NVIDIA's all the time perfecting the DLSS stuff and releasing new versions of it, and obviously there is the June 2022 version available that you can download and use in games, and publishers and developers should be downloading and using in their games now and updating their games. But Giants have not updated their version of DLSS, so I've manually done it. So I'm using the very latest NVIDIA DLSS, and hopefully it will make the game look a bit better. Fix some of the issues. What is going on? I'm having text messages from people. Text message from Southern Water. What is that all about? Hello, we're just letting you know your Southern Water bill is on the way. Well, that's really good, except I'm not Southern Water. I'm not in the south. I'm Anglian Water because I'm in East Anglia of the UK. So whoever that text message is for, it's not me. And in actual fact, I've got a suspicion it's probably for there's this annoying woman. I can't remember what her name. Is it Marianne Patton? Patton? Something like that. There's this stupid woman who keeps giving everybody my mobile number instead of her own. So I get all these companies texting me and ringing me asking for her. And I'm like, dude, no, I don't know this woman. She's not at this address. She's not at this number. She's an idiot. She keeps giving you the wrong number. And when you get in touch with her, you need to tell her that she's giving everybody the wrong number. I have like bloody Tesco's delivery drivers and Sainsbury's delivery drivers ringing me saying that, oh, I'm supposed to be delivering to you, but I'm running 15 minutes late. Are you? Are you delivering to me? Because I'm not who you think. You know, I think you've got the wrong number. Because I haven't ordered any food deliveries, supermarket deliveries. You know, I'm still, we're still rather old-fashioned here, in that we still actually go to the supermarket and do our own shopping. As much as I would love to do online shopping and have the supermarkets deliver the food and stuff, so you know I don't have to go out. Unfortunately, the other people in the house won't entertain online shopping because they're like, oh, you get all manky fruit and veg, and if you want the fresh fruit and veg, you have to go and pick it yourself, otherwise they send you all the manky stuff. And I'm like, that doesn't bother me, because I don't eat fruit and veg. Everything I eat comes in a packet or a tin and is normally well dated. So I could quite happily shop online, but for the other people in the house who insist on wanting to eat fruit and vegetables and fresh stuff, you know, rather than tinned and packet foods and frozen foods, they won't allow online shopping. So again, every Tuesday morning, ladies and gents, 7:30, we're in Morrison's doing the shopping. 7:30 in the morning, and then usually we're home again just after 9 AM. But today, I had to then go out again after we'd done the shopping, because I had to take my mum down to the bank. She had to go to the bank today. She had to cancel a direct debit for a service plan on a tumble dryer, because her tumble dryer broke at the weekend, and she's bought a new one. Bought a new one yesterday. Rather than, she's got a service plan. Covers your machine for breakdown. Why didn't she call them up and say, hey, my tumble dryer's broke down, can you come out and fix it? And if they come out and can't fix it, you get the money that your tumble dryer was, whatever her tumble dryer costs, she gets that money to put towards buying a new one. But no, she couldn't do that. She's paid all that money for a service plan, and then she's just gone into town and bought a new tumble dryer on Monday, rather than claim on the service plan. So she's paid all that money for a service plan and not used it, wasted it, basically wasted the money. And then of course, she's had the new tumble dryer delivered and installed today. And then she's like, oh, I need to go and cancel the direct debit for the old one. Can you possibly run me into town? Park on the hill, park on St. Peter's Hill, so I can nip to my bank and do my cancel me direct debit. And I'm like, great. There was me hoping to get loads of videos recorded today, and once again I've lost the whole morning. I've lost my whole morning So now I'm rushing around this afternoon trying to record episodes. Oh, it's pain in the backside. It wasn't Dad having his heart flipping event last week. It's tumble dryers breaking down this week. It's a good job I'm in front, ladies and gents. It's a good job I'm in front with me recordings, because I'm getting very interrupted. Especially as I'm already using a couple of days of my week to record some other things now as well. Some other videos and stuff, a couple of which are being uploaded on my Patreon as exclusive videos for Patreon, which means you won't see the normal YouTube subscribers, and that won't see them. You won't see them on my channel. The only way you can see the videos is if you're a Patreon member. You support me on Patreon with your monthly sub, your monthly donation of £1 whole pound. That's all I ask for you to be a Patreon, is £1 per month. And I've got, as I say, a couple of videos on there which are like exclusive. You can only watch it via Patreon, and if you are sub Patreon. And I will be uploading more videos directly to the Patreon to, you know, give back a little bit more, give a little bit more back to the people that do want to contribute and support me as a creator. Obviously, the way I've always advertised it in the past is that if you want to, you know, yes, I like people to subscribe on Twitch, and I don't want people to think that that subscribing on Twitch is just for Twitch. I like people to try and think that if they subscribe on Twitch, they're thanking me for Twitch and the YouTube videos I put out every week, streams and the videos, for all the content, you know. And that way, you know, it makes your Twitch sub kind of more valuable, because you're thanking me for everything, and it's your way of saying, you know, thanks for everything you do, not just the Twitch thing. Obviously now I'm back in the YouTube partner program. I think there's options on YouTube where you can thank me, you can click buttons to thank me and donate things and stuff. And again, the way I would sort of explain that to people is, don't just think of it as you are thanking me for that one video or the YouTube videos, but you're thanking me for everything that I do as a creator. So again, Twitch, streams, YouTube, the community stuff I do, the you know, the forum work I do, answering and replying to people and giving help in forums, the modding stuff I do, you know, the testing that I do for people, mod groups, mod authors that people don't see, but obviously is of great help to you guys, because then you get these wonderful mods come out and you get to play with them, and you probably don't realise that I've been involved in the testing of them. But it's nice to just, you know, if you are aware, you can give a bit back. So there's that option there. And then, as I say, there's the Patreon, which has always been just a case of, you know, if you can't afford Twitch, or you can't afford to, you know, donate on YouTube, then Patreon gives you the option to donate a very small, simple thing, you know, £1 a month. Now, you probably lose more than that down the back of your sofa, or you know, somewhere. You know, you probably waste more than that. You know, you probably, you know. And I know other content creators and stuff and that, they have these things where it's like, oh, buy me a coffee, you know, buy me a coffee, buy me a beer, or, you know, something like that type thing to explain the reason for having that donation. Me, I'm just, I don't do that. I don't drink coffee. I don't want you to buy me a coffee. Like I say, every little donation that I get goes all in the fund that pays for maintaining the PC and all this equipment that I'm using to make these videos, And it also enables me to buy, obviously, games and things that I can stream, make videos on as well, and to provide you with more content. So everything that gets donated gets directly fed back into the channel. But yeah, there's a few exclusive videos going up on the Patreon, and some of my Twitch streams. What I'll do with some of my Twitch streams where I've played different games. Like recently, I did a stream where I played Horizon Zero Dawn for a couple of hours. I'll probably export that from Twitch and put it up on the Patreon as an exclusive Patreon video that people can watch, without it cluttering up the YouTube channel, because I've probably mentioned this before, ladies and gents, but YouTube is it's a bit weird, and it does some crazy things. Obviously, you've all heard of the algorithm, which helps, obviously, creators get discovered and have their content discovered by people and viewed by people, and obviously YouTube promotes videos based on its algorithm to viewers. And one of the problems with the algorithm is that YouTube kind of pigeonholes you as a creator. So obviously I post and upload farm simulator videos, so YouTube basically says, oh, you're the farm simulator guy. So what we'll do is we'll promote your videos and advertise your videos to people who watch farm simulator videos and watch farming videos and things like that, which is great, obviously very helpful. The problem is, if I upload a video from a completely different game, like for example, I upload a Football Manager video, or I upload a WWE 2K video, like some of the things I do, like the random game videos I upload on Sundays on the channel. Basically, when I upload those videos, YouTube goes, hang on a minute, this isn't a farm simulator video, this isn't what you're supposed to be uploading, therefore we're not going to promote it and we're not going to advertise it to people to watch and make it easy for people to find those videos and watch them. And also, what we're going to do, because you've tried to be a bit different and you've posted something a bit different, and you've not posted your usual farm simulator videos or content, we're actually going to penalise you by knocking you down in the algorithm, so that when you do make and release a new farm sim video, it's a little bit harder for people to find that. And what I typically have noticed over the last month or two is that the videos I release on a Monday and Tuesday have far fewer views and have less watch time than the ones that release Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I think that's because the Sunday videos, the random videos that I upload on Sundays, like the WWE videos I did recently, and then the Football Manager videos I've been doing the last couple of weekends, those videos are actually hurting the visibility and the promotability of the videos, the next videos that I release, which are obviously the Monday video, Riverview video, and the Tuesday Calmsden video. And I absolutely hate that. I hate that YouTube does that, because, you know, at the end of the day, you should just promote everything equally from a creator. If a creator, once he's got, you know, established, just promote everything and let the viewers decide whether they want to watch the video or not. Obviously, the people that come to my channel for the farm sim content probably won't click on and watch the Football Manager videos or the Horizon videos or the WWE videos or whatever. It's perfectly fine. But don't hide the videos from them. Let them make the choice whether they're going to watch them or not. Don't decide for people. And then certainly don't punish the videos that release after those videos. It's so crazy, you know. And especially like the Calmsden videos. I really enjoy the Calmsden farm map, and I'm really enjoying that series. I love the Calmsden series. So it really annoys me a bit that those videos get little views. That a lot of the recent videos that I've uploaded in the Calmsden have only had like a couple of people watch them, and I think it's because YouTube's not promoting it based on the back of, oh, because you've uploaded something different a couple of days before, you've broke the algorithm. Because I definitely think the Calmsden series is probably the best one I'm doing at the moment. And I would even go so far as to say it's probably better than the Hout Baileron series that I ended before I started this one. Again, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether again, it's hard to say whether it's a viewer thing or not. Because at the moment, I'm playing 2 UK maps. So I can't sit there and say, oh, well, Calmsden is suffering for views because the Americans don't want to watch it. Because Americans don't want to watch UK maps and European maps. They're not interested. They only want to see American maps. It's hard to say that because obviously Riverview, it's quite a lot of views. I'm just wondering why Calmsden's suffering at the minute. Why that's getting quite low ratings, watch time. You know, I would hate to have to end the Calmsden series because it's not being watched anymore. But again, from a creator standpoint, from a business standpoint, if it's not being watched, it's not paying the bills, therefore it needs to be cancelled, and I need to do something different. I need to do something different, and it's a shame. It'll be quite a shame if I have to stop the Calmsden series because the viewers aren't seeing it. People aren't seeing the videos and aren't watching the videos. Because I still have things I want to do on that map. I still have a lot of things I want to do in terms of expanding the farm, getting into some different things like, you know, grapes, olives, and setting up, you know, quite a decent vineyard operation on that map. But then again, I wonder if there is a certain lifetime for Let's Play series where once you've reached a certain number of episodes, the episode count puts people off watching. You know, if you're on like episode 68 or something of a series, and people suddenly go, I'm not going to bother watching 68 episodes in. Whereas obviously if you're on episode 5 of the series, people are like, I'll give that a watch because you're at the beginning. I don't know. It's a weird one. Because of course, if I was to stop the Calmsden series, I would really need to do some hunting round to figure out what map to replace it with. Because I really haven't really looked at a lot of maps recently. I've not been really looking at map releases. A lot of the ones that are coming out on the mod hub just don't really interest me that much. As strange as it sounds, Calmsden has probably made map choices and picking maps very difficult, because having played Calmsden, I want all maps to be realistic and based on real locations in the world. Obviously this one's an exception, this one's fictional, but I needed a map quickly that I could play to replace the broken Huron one. So I'm not really that interested in downloading made up fictional maps. I want to play maps that are based on real locations that have, you know, proper textures and look like that part of the world. And those maps are very few and far between. So yeah, finding a new map to replace Calmsden is a bit of a problem. I'm open to suggestions. If people want to leave me suggestions in the comment section down below, feel free to do so, and I'll check out the map. I'll have a look at it. But yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm tending to do long Let's Play series, long plays in FS22 rather than keep changing the map every 5 minutes, starting a new save every 5 minutes. I know a lot of creators do that. There's a lot of creators doing that where they're jumping from map to map to map to map to map, and that irritates the hell out of me. I can't stand that. I like to see an actual series, you know. I like to see progression being made and somebody actually achieving something rather than just chasing cheap views. Because they're like, oh, jump on a new map that's just been released, and you know, people click on it and watch the videos, but those people don't stay. The minute they start playing the map and jump to another one, those people disappear. Those views disappear. The ones that want to see you playing on a map. Like I say, I've kind of been wanting to play this Estancia Sao Carlo or something like that map that came out quite a while back. I thought about playing it in multiplayer, but it's quite possible that if I end the Calmsden series, I might have to use that map as my next single player series, whilst there's a lack of other maps that interest me and appeal to me. One of the things I'm not doing, I'm not going around third-party mod sites looking for maps, because generally speaking, the third-party maps that I've already looked at for FS22 have been riddled with errors. They've been incomplete, and they haven't been very high quality. So yeah, I am kind of sticking with maps that have at least been put through Giant's model testing process, which hopefully means they've got some degree of that they're at a slightly higher standard and are probably less error filled than the ones found on third-party sites. In actual fact, when it comes to mods in FS22, I am really staying off third-party sites. I haven't been using any of the third-party sites really in FS22. All the mods I'm using in game are coming from the mod hub or from modding groups that I have, you know, known reputation, known quality, you know, custom modding, Cole's Farms, people like that, Stevie. So I'm not downloading mods from here, there and everywhere in FS22. But I would definitely like to see some really good maps coming out too. Nice maps based on real world farms, real world locations. You can really, you know, that, you know, are Calmsden standard and above. And I, you know, be very happy. I'd probably be able to change maps a bit quicker if there was more to choose from of that sort of level. I know Oxygen David is working on a new map. He's hoping to release sometime soon. Which from the screenshots he's posted on his Discord looks like it's even better than Calmsden. Even more high quality with great models, great textures. It's another UK map, so again, appeals to me as a UK person, that it's a real world location that I can actually go and see in real life and walk around, compare it to. I've said it before as well. I've said it before in all my FS22 videos and series and stuff. The first model that comes out with a really high quality version of Diddley Squat Farm, Clarkson Farm from Clarkson Farm, Amazon series, set in Chippy Norton. the person that brings that map out will win Farm Simulator. They will become the greatest. They'll become the most loved map maker of Farming Simulator 22. The guy that releases the Clarkson's Farm map. Especially if it includes all the modded gear and equipment, so it includes Clarkson's tractor, some of the other bits and pieces. It's got his proper farm shop modelled and textured in the game and everything. That would be fun to play on. That would be hilarious to play on. But yeah, we're ripping through the cultivating, ladies and gents. I can't say it's another one of those amazing days on the farm. Certainly after I've done this contract, I'm probably going to have to skip through till February, because I'm going to guess there won't be any more contracts after this, unless the guy who's asked me to harvest this field, cultivate this field, then turns around and goes, hey, can you seed the field for me? And if we get a sowing contract next, ladies and gents, well, why not? Like I say, the whole point of this series is that Delores is a contractor. That's first priority. Her own land is a secondary thing. And it's like the animal pens as well that Delores has on her land. I don't know if she's ever going to actually use them. I know they hold thousands of animals, so that's one of the reasons why I've not deleted them and sold them, because they're specially custom pens that you can't replace if you do sell them, because they're specially modified by the map maker to hold more animals than standard. But again, if Delores is focusing on trying to be a contractor, offering farming services to the locals, she's probably not going to have time to raise and rear animals of her own description, unless she does it in a way in which all the food for them, all the bedding, all that stuff is bought in. She buys all that stuff, because she's not going to be able to grow all the stuff herself. She's not going to have the fields. She's not going to work enough fields of her own to be able to provide the needs and meet the needs of all the different animals. So she might have to take some of the profits from the contracting, put into buying the materials for the animals, and then the animal products and stuff like that. That is what she can sell that then to make more profit. Possibly something to consider. Again, we'd need a lot more equipment. We'd need trailers, we'd need bale transporters and mixing wagons, things like that. Just to be able to get enough straw, hay, silage to feed cows, all the pig food you need to basically feed pigs, horse food for feeding horses, it's something we can look into, ladies and gentlemen. It's something we can look into. However, we've reached that time, sadly, where it is the end of the video because it's getting long. So, I'm going to say thank you for watching today's episode, ladies and gents. Thank you for listening to me ramble along about whatever I've rambled on in this video. We'll be back very soon with more content. But for now, ladies and gents, stay safe, take care of yourself, and of course, goodbye.